Well, we just watched episode 15 of season 2 of Gotham, Mad Gray Dawn. So what happened? Well, found out that Ivy's growing some magic mushrooms and Bruce has no idea what they are. Stick around, Bruce. Maybe put one in your peanut butter sandwich. You figure out what it is. We also learned that Penguin has a dad who, I don't know, he kind of looks like a loner daddy, a rebel. Yeah, it's Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman. Look it up, kids. And speaking of Penguin, well, he finally got his feathers. Tarred and feathered. My lone guest tonight is David Cottingham from The Dead Edition. I'm Chad Perkins, and this is After Gotham. Welcome to After Gotham, the show that films After Gotham. Please welcome to the red couch of solo guests, David Cottingham. Now, yeah, that's just, you got the whole couch. It lays down.
Do you mind if I just lay down?
Yeah, that's fine. Just stretch out. It's actually a futon.
I'm kind of locked down now with the mic and everything,
That's
so
true.
I can't really
Well,
lounge. But,
we'll make do. We'll make do.
Yep.
We watched episode... What episode is it? Number 15?
Maybe.
It's called Mad Gray Dawn. Yeah, episode 15.
Okay.
I was right. Mad Gray Dawn. Initial reactions. Let's go with Dave Cottingham.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like this episode, even though it was, I guess, less actiony. You know. I mean, there's not a lot of action in Gotham anyway, you know, but there are some good scenes, good acting. There's some storylines that are in question, I think, but you know, overall, it's just I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good, well done episode. I like it's a little different in this essence where most movies or something like that where there's a killer and they're trying to figure it out. You don't know who it is, but this one you know who it is.
Right.
You know,
for the most part, we never saw who the Wayne killer was. You know, I think that's about the only thing.
No, yeah, but I'm talking about the whole Enigma thing and Gordon and getting set up.
Who's the
like know who's behind all that, even
right.
and they're trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
you know, so it's a little
but
different.
Overall of the series, I think that goes the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The audience is always in on it from the beginning. And
well, sometimes,
yeah.
No, those crime shows, you know, it's not revealed till the end.
Right. Yeah, I was saying for Gotham, normally
right.
the audience is in.
Yes.
From the beginning. And they're also, I don't think they like the slow burn. It's always, you know, we're going to get Mr. Freeze for the entire season. Nope. His arc's done. Yeah. Oh, now Ed Nigma is starting to really become the Riddler. Oh, he's already the Riddler. Oh, he's gonna set up Gordon. Oh, he already did it in one episode.
I know, right? Yeah. That's where I was thinking was kind of little stuff in question on where they're going with some of these. You know, I just Gordon goes to jail again. You know, like not again, but he went last time he got
fired. He went to Arkham. That's
Arkham.
Exactly what I was thinking. I was going to bring that up. It's about what 3/4 through the first season.
Yep.
He gets fired.
Actually, I think it was right at the mid-season. I think.
Okay.
Right. He came back and he was at
that's right.
at Arkham.
We're like, how long is he going to be working at Arkham? And then 2 episodes or so.
Yeah.
And he's back. Now he's going to jail. How long? How long do you think he's going to be in jail, folks? I think around 2 episodes. I don't know. Maybe not. It might go to the end.
I don't know. I mean...
But he's supposedly the main protagonist of the show. I mean, it's about Jim Gordon's rise to Commissioner Gordon, mostly. And along the way, you get the villains and you get Bruce.
But right now, it's the rise of the villains.
It is Rise of the Villains. Well, who's right? I guess right now it's Riddler.
I think it's Riddler right now.
Yeah, it's...
And possibly setting up a new Penguin, you know. So,
well, let's just talk about Penguin because last show we were talking about how both you and I thought that he wasn't playing, that the stuff that they did at Arkham really worked on him, and it appears that way. he went to Butch, and he was like, hey, no hard feelings. And Butch actually took pity on him and felt sorry for him. And, well, Tabitha tarred and feathered him, I guess.
Yeah. Weird.
Because he's a penguin.
Right.
And even, even Nigma was like, great to see you. And then once he realized that he didn't really have a spine anymore, he was just like, yeah, you should probably go. So what is happening with Penguin? You were talking about his family before we started rolling. Expand on his newfound family.
Yeah, I was with you because I didn't know whether or not he was just trying to get out and go along with what Hugo was doing, but it seems like, he's a changed man. I felt like because this whole time, I guess, I don't know, again, I haven't seen any spoilers or anything, so this whole time I figured he would know who his father is. Was it ever mentioned in the show that his father died?
It might have.
It may be, so I didn't know. I didn't remember that if it had been mentioned. I thought maybe they got divorced or something like that, and he knew who his father was, right? But when he showed up and they started talking, I'm like, oh, he has no idea who this guy is. And it seemed like after I'm your father, and then he went back to his house, and they're eating dinner, and it just felt like he was just reeling him in, for some reason. I don't know. Like maybe he's got plans or gotten ideas because it seems like, he's got money, obviously. He talked about inheriting all this money. So is it corrupt money? Is it, is he like a bad family as well? And then now Cobblepot's going to be exposed to that to get back into the game.
Is he another Dumas?
Correct. Yeah, exactly. Dumas. So, because I can't remember what he said his name was, his father's name. I
think it was Herman.
But it wasn't Cobblepot. So, yeah,
Pee Wee Herman.
Right. Anyway, he's it's just it was just interesting because I didn't feel, like the reactions of the mom and the daughter, like the daughter kissed him on the cheek and then kind of turned and was like, oh my God, it's disgusting. And it was like, it's just weird.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I didn't know if
the mom kind of just turned away.
It didn't seem like the brother and the dad seemed
They didn't do anything.
Yeah, I think it might just be the women of the family. Maybe has got something cooking. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I guess we'll find out. But you were saying before, like, maybe this is where Penguin gets his fortune.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's, to me, that's how you tell that story. Now he's, because the Penguin seemed like, in the books and everything, he's always got money. He's a crime boss, right? And I think, if I recall, I think he comes, like, the Cobblepots usually have money, as he was growing up, right? So in this version, he doesn't have money. He never had money. He was that, Fish's goon, and then his mom obviously doesn't have money. So this seems like where he's going to get his fortune. So something probably is going to happen to this family where he inherits, all this money, or
he just kills him.
Or like I said, or his dad's actually a bad guy.
Yeah. And
he's kind of gets brought up back. Something's gonna trigger him after all that Arkham stuff and bring him back to where he was anyway. So that's pretty inevitable, I think.
Yeah. My money's on the women of the family treating him badly until he finally snaps.
Nah, that's probably a good point. Yeah.
Or maybe the Riddler or Enigma, gets buddy with him again. And
see, that's what I thought at first when he walked in his apartment. I'm like, oh, okay, now, something's gonna happen where he's gonna do something bad with Enigma and get back into the game again. But so I didn't see the whole his rich father, and I didn't see that coming. I thought he was just gonna kind of pay him a visit and say, you remember me? And he's like, no, get the hell out of my life.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. It's interesting to see. It's pretty much setting up that way, I think.
Yeah.
We'll get the old Penguin back here soon.
We'll talk about great casting with Paul Rubens.
Yeah.
When I heard it, I was
like him.
Yeah.
They look like each other.
When I heard of it, I was like, that's interesting casting. Okay, but then to see it, wow,
right?
Actually perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Perfect casting. Well, it was basically, yeah, 4 things going on. The Penguin story, what's happening with Jim, Bruce, which you were wrong last week. You thought Bruce was going to be out of the picture for a while.
I know, right?
We got some Bruceage. I think it's really going to be Alfred, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be out of the picture for a while. And, Riddler, right.
Yeah.
Riddler happening. Let's just talk about Bruce, since we did see what he's been up to, living with Kat. We saw Ivy again. Ivy's been very sparse throughout this series.
I don't even know.
For being advertised as one of the main people when it kicked off.
Poor girl can't, like, do nothing to her hair or anything, you know?
I know.
She's only in, like, 2 episodes a season.
Yeah.
She's got to look the same ratty hair and all that stuff. No, yeah, Bruce, this was, again, unexpected, but very cool. I think, you know, it was neat to see, it was neat to hear, like, the training echoing in his head, you know, because that's Batman. You know, he knows, he recalls everything he's trained and everything he knows. I mean, he just remembers everything. And you're already seeing reasons for him to know what to do, kind of thing, you know, right? Because he just remembers and retains everything. So it was really cool, and it was really neat to see, like, when he fought back, like when he punched that guy, the guy looked stunned, you know, like it rattled. You know, it wasn't one of them things where he just gets hit.
Right.
Like, he actually felt, you know, like stunned.
Yeah.
You know, and so there's some power there already. You know, there's some technique and it was just a good, well acted scene, and I thought he did good, little David there.
Yeah, David.
Well,
I love what he said when he was talking to Kat later about, in the moment, like, everything went away.
Right.
And so is he going to get addicted to that feeling and seek it out?
Probably.
Seek out to get in fights so he forgets all the pain with his parents.
That's it. That's Batman. You know, going out and punishing the bad to make him forget about all that's happened to him. So it's you know, it's I don't know. It's a question on, is this what we're gonna see for the next 7-8 seasons? You know, like him fighting crime as little Bruce Wayne. You know, and before he actually, I don't know. It's good question marks about that, and whether or not, how long they're gonna let that go. But that was good. That was some good stuff there with Kat.
Speaking of good stuff, the
Makes
question
me know
marks.
where Kat gets all her bankrolling.
Oh, well.
Now she just goes and robs that dude, or walks in and robs, you know, things like that. It's pretty good.
Puts some mushrooms in their food, and speaking of good stuff, the calling card of the Riddler, coming up again, and now he's leaving riddles and coming up with them on the spot, even though they might be kind of bad.
Right.
What do you call a tavern full of blackbirds? Crowbar.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't have come up with that.
Well, no, I'd be like, what do you call a crowbar?
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't think of anything. So this progression of Ed Nygma into the Riddler, all to get back at Jim, which he has done. Jim is now foreseeably locked away for the next 40 years. So Kringle is going to fall by the wayside, presumably. So does he stop, or has he gotten a taste? Because, you know, he murdered again.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's done until the next person comes to try to fool, right? I mean, unless there's somebody in the way to stop him, or to find where Miss Kringle is or something like that. You know, it's I think he may put it on hold a little bit, may do some, you know, just do some weird stuff, but you know, not really. I don't know. But again, it's how long are we actually going to have Jim in jail? I mean, it's like you said, he's the lead in the show, and I mean, I guess we could possibly fast track like a trial or something like that. I guess, I don't know. You know.
Well, they already did the trial. They fast forwarded 4 weeks from when he was arrested to him going to jail.
What, during the show?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a 4-week period, basically.
I totally missed that then.
Yeah. Because
he was,
well, that's how Barbara woke up, was when she heard the news on the TV that
I said 4 weeks? Oh, okay.
He was being sentenced to 40 years. That was after the trial.
I totally missed that. I totally missed that.
Yeah, they deliberated for less than 24 hours, the jury did. And
so he's in jail for 40 years right now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I totally missed that. I saw her waking up, and then I didn't realize. I knew she heard on the TV, but I didn't really hear what was going on the TV. That's jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how they're going to solve that one.
I mean, we got Bullock. Bullock believes him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is this, like 7 episodes left?
This is the 15th, and there's
22, right? Yeah. Wow. I don't know. And I watched it online, so I didn't see the preview for next week at all. I don't know.
Well, it's Jim in jail fighting off all the people that he put in there. And
so he's actually just in jail. Right?
Yeah.
Obviously, no Arkham or anything like that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are
black kid, I guess.
These are just bad guys, yeah.
Yeah.
They put away.
So I guess it's up to Bullock to solve it,
to
exonerate him, and of course that would expose Nigma.
So that's going to cause him to get into, to do some stuff, sure. Now that whole thing with Lee was very disturbing. Like, I know Jim's a good guy, I guess, but he just makes some bad decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like how? Like, I don't know. And this is the father in me. I just don't know how you can say that to your unborn child.
Yeah.
Like, just get away and forget
Get
about
that baby
me.
Out of here.
Yeah, forget about me. Live your life, leave Gotham, do it, and never contact me. It's like, wait a minute, what? Are you kidding me? Were you just saying the night before, like, I'm gonna get through this,
we'll figure something out.
We'll figure it out.
Oh no, we can't.
Yeah, I'm done.
Go away.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's
Gotta hit, kid. You bother
strange.
Me. Yeah,
it was a little strange, that conversation. So I don't know. Does that mean Lee's off the show? I mean, I'd be upset by that.
I don't know. I think her and Harvey will probably try to figure the case out or work together. I don't know. But poor Moreno.
Hey, is that Barbara? That's what I want to know. Is that Barbara?
Oh, in her belly?
Yes.
I just don't see how they could name her Barbara.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, unless she dies giving childbirth during childbirth. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Gordon's like,
Barbara?
I'm gonna name her Barbara to dishonor her. I'm gonna name her Barbara.
And when I have a boy, I'll name him Jim.
Jim? Yeah.
Those are 2 names I know.
Yeah.
But poor Miranda Bachman. Did you ever see Deadpool? Have you seen Deadpool yet?
I have not seen Deadpool yet.
It's like the same thing. She finds a good guy, and then the guy goes away, and she just can't. She can't hold on to her men.
Yeah.
Of course, in that one, she's a stripper.
Oh, wow. She's got lots of men.
And we're back. Sorry. Yeah, and she basically in this episode, Jim finally admitted, I killed Gallivan.
Right.
And she's like, oh well, I kind of knew that. Good to know. I'll still wait for you. So I mean, she's standing by her man.
She kind of figured he was lying.
Yeah. And Bullock knows.
Yep.
That I guess Bullock's done some shady things too, so he can't really talk.
No.
So.
Well, yeah, I don't think he blames him either, because he knows, who Gallivan was and what he had done. So, I mean, I think he would have killed him if he had a chance anyway, too.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
For sure.
For sure. Well, we still have, speaking of Bullock, our Bullock back here that we're going to make some type of contest for.
Some kind of contest, yeah.
At some point, so keep tuning in and stay tuned for that. And
it's a good-looking figure.
It is a good-looking figure. Yeah.
I like that thing.
Yeah. We'll have to get a close-up of that later and pop it in. Yeah. So yeah, that'll about do it for this episode of Gotham. I'd like to thank my guest, David Cottingham, from the In the Comics Dead Edition. and various
Dead Edition.
Dead Edition.
Well, yeah, it's gonna eventually just be Dead
Dead
Edition,
Edition.
but that's fine.
Okay. Follow him on Twitter at
Where-
dcunningham21 and the show at In the Comics. I am at Chad Perkins21. The show is at After Gotham, and until next time, you guys can stay frosty.